Hello everyone, welcome to English class. Dear students, today we are going to start a new poem, that is poem and the Dad and the Cat and the Tree. So keep your books open, honeycomb, and let's start reading the poem. First of all, let's talk about the right poet, and the name of the poet is Kit Wright, who was born on 17th June year 1944 in Kent, and he's the author of more than 25 books for both adults and children, basically for the children, and the winner of awards including an Arts Council Writers Award. So here is the picture of the poet. He is the poet Kit Wright. And if we talk about the poem, then in this poem, narrator's father decided to climb the tree, and his wife warned him that he might fall, but ignoring her warning, he climbed the ladder, slipped and fell. He tried for three, four times, and however, the moment he sprang onto the tree, the cat jumped to the ground safe and sound. The poor father, on the other hand, got stuck in the tree. It is very humorous poem, and when you will read it and you will reach at the end, then obviously you are going to enjoying this poem. So let us start reading the poem. So here is the introduction. Have you ever seen a cat climbing a tree? Yes or no? Obviously, sometimes a kite cat may climb too high and get stuck in the tree. So the poor thing can't come down without help. So what happens? The cat can climb the tree too high and it can reach on the top, but it was not possible for her, for this cat to come down back. So how would you help it? Obviously, would you want to help it? So surely not like Dad in the poem. Is Dad a good climber? And what were his plans? So read the poem to find out. So how he helped to come to get free the cat from the tree. So let's start reading here. This morning, a cat got stuck in our tree. Dad said, right, just leave it to me. Okay, so this poem is about the responsibility of dealing with the cat and who takes responsibility. The poet showcases how the narrator's father takes the responsibility of dealing with the cat. Okay, so the narrator discusses. See, this morning a cat stuck in our tree. Our tree. Who is using this our tree? Narrator, poet. So the poet discusses that one morning a cat got stuck in the tree, and his father told him that he will manage to drive away the cat. So dad said, right, just leave it to me. Just leave all the things to me, and he will manage to drive away the cat. The tree was wobbly, the tree was tall. Mum said, for goodness sake, don't fall. For goodness sake, don't fall. So here you can see the picture at the beginning. Here is the wobbly tree. Okay, and it was very tall. And yes, the cat is here and Dad is here, and Dad wanted what? Yes, to take this cat out, to take this cat down. So what happened? The poet describes the narrator's mother concerned for her husband. Okay, the lady concerned for her husband. So what happened then? Since the tree was unstable, wobbly means unstable. Okay, you can see it is unstable, not straight. So the narrator's mother was full of doubt as to how easy would it be for her husband to climb the tree. Okay, so therefore she warned him that he might fall. Okay, so she warned this person, the dad, that please take care because you might fall. Okay, next, fall, scoffed dad. A climber like me? Child's play. This is. You wait and see. So here, so the poet discusses how the narrator's father laughed away his wife's warning, as his wife was giving warnings that please take care, you might fall. Then what he replied, the narrator's father laughed away his wife's warning. So listening to his wife's warnings, the narrator's father was quite surprised. Okay, he dismissed away. So scoffed dad, fall. He used the word fall, means cautioning fall. Scoffed dad. So he was laughing with humorous laugh, and yes, and he dismissed away these warnings by saying that he was a good climber, and climbing the tree was as easy as a child's play. Child's play is kind of a idiom, like it was very easy task for him. So he's told, child's play, this is, you wait and see, you just wait and see, you all just wait and see, I would manage. And this is the child play for him, for dad, for climbing the tree. So it was very easy to climb the tree for the narrator, for narrator's father. Okay, he got out the ladder from the garden shed. It slipped. He landed in the flower bed. Okay, so what happened then? You can see he brought ladder. So the narrator's father brings out a ladder from the garden shed, but it slipped and father fell on the ground as he installed it here. Okay, but what happened? It got slipped and he fell down on the flower bed. As they were talking, he was talking about the garden, so there were many flowers, and his father fell down on the ground. Never mind, said Dad, brushing the dirt off his hair and his face and his trouser and his shirt. Okay, so the father, poet describes the father gathering back his energy. Okay, he didn't just lost his hope. What he says, the narrator's father brushes off the dirt. Never mind, said Dad, brushing the dirt. Brushing the dirt means, yes, just cleaning the dirt from the dust, all the dust as he fell down from his hair and clothes, cleans his face, and begins to think about another plan to drive away the cat. So, never mind, he was just become cool and just cleaning all his clothes, right? We will try plan B. Stand out of the way. Mum said, don't fall again, okay? So the poet shows how the mother seems to be dissatisfied with the plan B as well. So what was the plan first? Yes, brought out the ladder. He tried, but he got slipped. Now the narrator's father decides to try plan B. His wife, however, again warns him that he might fall again. So he wanted to try again, and he named it plan B. And again his wife warned him that you might fall again. Fall again, said Dad. Funny talk. Then he swung himself up on a branch. It broke. So what happened? The poet showcases how the narrator's father again dismissed his wife's warning. Here, the wife was warning him, but here, Dad was refusing his wife's warning. So the narrator father muses away his wife's warning, still laughing. Funny joke. Fall again. Funny joke. Right. So in this way, he was completely ignoring his wife's warnings, still laughing, and he swung himself on a branch, but the branch broke and he again fell on the ground here. Okay, so dad landed Philip back on the deck. Mum said, stop it, you will break your neck. Okay, so what happened then? The poet reiterates the narrator's mother's intervention. The narrator's father again fell on the ground, and the narrator's mother begged him to stop as he might break his neck from falling again and again. So dad landed Philip back on the deck. Mum said, stop it, you will break your neck. So he tried for 2 times. Both times he fell on the ground. The narrator's father again fell. So narrator's mother begged him to stop as he might break his neck from falling again and again. Rubbish, said Dad. Now we will try plan C. Easy as winking to a climber like me. Okay, so here you can see the father was very stubborn. He wanted to uh, save the cat, and again he wanted to try another plan, and now he gave name plan C. So what he said, the narrator's father then decided to try plan C, and he was still confident that being a great climber he would succeed, and he was thinking and he was boasting himself as the great climber. So he was thinking and he was still confident that he would succeed. Next, then he climbed up high on the garden wall. Guess what? He didn't fall. Gave a great leap and he landed flat in the crook of the tree trunk right on the cat. So then he climbed up high on the garden wall. Guess what? He didn't fall. So the poet shows the father trying yet another plan, and the narrator's father climbed up the high garden wall, and this time he didn't fall. Right? So yes, finally he, with the help of garden wall, he climbed up, and he gave a great leap, and he landed flat in the crook of the tree trunk right on the cat. The poet describes that finally the narrator's father succeeds. Okay, and he reached here. The father, with a great leap from here, he reached here, finally landed on the tree top, right on the cat. Okay, right on the cat means at the place where the cat was sitting, he just landed on the cat. The cat gave a yell and sprang to the ground, pleased as Bunt to be safe and sound. So, what happened? The poet humorously ends the poem, and what he says, the moment the father landed on the cat screamed with fear. Gave a yell means screamed with fear and sprang to the ground. Okay, jumped back to the ground, and landing smoothly on the ground, it seemed content with itself. Here, pleased as Punch to be, the cat was very happy. The cat was very pleased because the cat landed smoothly on the ground and safe and sound means it seems content with itself. As you can see here from the garden wall, it was the plan C. The dad took a great leap and reached here at the same place where the cat was sitting. So the cat the cat started screaming, and she just landed on the ground safely and sound, right? And it was very content with itself because it landed safely. And so it's smiling and smirking, smirk as can be, but poor old dad's still stuck up the tree. So the poet describes the father's poor state at the end, and he says the narrator describes that having safely landed on the ground, the cat was smiling arrogantly, smiling but smirking, arrogantly smiling, while his father got stuck on the tree. Okay, so at the end, what happened? The position was completely opposite. The cat was on the ground, and the dad was on the tree. Okay, and they have changed, they are replaced with their positions. It was the great end of this beautiful humorous poem, and I hope you all have understood and enjoyed this poem because the dad was saying he was very great climber, but he tried three plans, and two times he fell down on the ground, but at third time he just landed directly on the cat, and yes, cat just jumped down and landed safely on the ground, and the dad got stuck on the tree. So thank you so much